Guys, welcome to the second episode. So in this episode we're talking about UI UX design. So this is an introduction to UI UX design. Alright, so we'll get to know the difference between UI and UX design. So let's slide up. So here you get to see the difference between UI versus UX design. Now when we talk about design, two words often come up. We have the UI, which is the user interface, and the UX, which is the user experience. Now they sound similar, but they are not the same thing. They actually work together to make apps and websites usable, enjoyable, and attractive, but they are not the same thing. Alright, they are not the same thing. Now let's get to know the difference between UI and UX, because they are actually not the same. We have a UI designer and also have a UX designer. In big companies like Google, they do hire a UI separately and also a UX designer separately. Alright, because these guys are not doing the same work, they are doing different work. Now we'll get to understand how it works. Now the difference between UI and UX is that UX stands for user experience. Now the UX, which is the user experience, this is about the feel of a product. It's how easy and smooth it is to use. Alright, now a UX designer focuses on how a product works and feels. They study the users, they create user flow, they create wireframe and also a prototype of how that product should work. Alright, while a UI designer, this is about the look of a product. Don't forget, a UI designer is the person who think about the solution to solve using design. They think of how where that button should be, where the search engine should be maybe in an application or a website. So these are the brain behind the problem people are solving in design. Alright, so maybe you're actually using a particular application, for example a food delivering app, and you did not see, let's say you did not see an order now button, but the app is looking cool. If you did not see an order now button, that means you can't purchase a particular product, and we will classify that product or that US as a bad US. We call it bad US, bad experience. But if there's an order now button and the app is looking good, you will call it good experience. You call it good experience that this app is actually easy to use, where I can easily purchase a product easily without crying for help. Alright, so that is it. Why the UI is actually the user interface. This is about the look of a product. It's everything you see on the screen: button, colors, text, icon, image, and layout. Alright, now a UI designer focus on how a product looks. They design the colors, button, icon, font, layers, and animation. Their job is to make the product attractive and consistent. So this is their job. Alright, so thank you guys. So I will show you an illustration, a picture of how it looks. So this is what a UX designer does. UX designer will just sketch out or build a wireframe of how the product should look like. So the UX designer will get to put the buttons, where the image should be, and other stuff, how the design should be. Alright, then when the UX designer is done, he can then call the UI designer to come on board. Now the duty of the UI designer is to make sure the app is looking cool, beautiful, with nice colors, font, a lot of stuff, images. Alright, so you can see how the app is looking. This is the app here without no color and no image, no good font. But here you can see that we have the logo, we have the image, we have a lot of stuff here. Even the navigation bar is looking so cool. So that is it, guys. So their focus, UI focuses on visual. The goal is to make the design beautiful and consistent, while UX focuses on usability. The goal is to make sure the product actually solve a problem and feel natural. Alright, so thank you so much, guys. On our next episode, we get to practicalize how Figma function. We get to learn how to use the software called Figma, alright, to design mobile applications and websites. Thank you so much, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.